The wrist joint is a synovial joint of ellipsoid variety. Today, we are looking at the movements at the wrist joint and the muscles that produce these movements. The first movement is the flexion of the wrist joint. Flexion occurs more at the mid-carpal joint than at the wrist joint. The main flexors of the wrist joint are flexor carpi radialis muscle, flexor carpi ulnaris muscle, palmaris longus muscle. The next movement at the wrist joint is the extension of the wrist joint. The main extensors are extensor carpi radialis longus muscle, extensor carpi radialis brevis muscle, extensor carpi ulnaris muscle. The next movement is the abduction of the wrist joint, which is also called radial deviation. The main abductors are flexor carpi radialis muscle, extensor carpi radialis longus muscle, extensor carpi radialis brevis muscle, abductor pollicis longus muscle, extensor pollicis brevis muscle. The next movement at the wrist joint is the adduction of the wrist joint, also called ulnar deviation. The main adductors are flexor carpi ulnaris muscle, and extensor carpi ulnaris muscle. The final movement that occurs at the wrist joint is the circumduction. It is a combination of movements in sequence. All the muscles work in coordination. The range of flexion is more than that of extension. Similarly, the range of adduction is greater than that of abduction. The prone position is more prone to circumduction than the supine position.